I'm a civil engineer who loves Disney, and Disney is doing something really cool that I don't see anyone talking about. As a civil engineer, I do all sorts of different types of projects, but a lot of my work is focused on roads. And so because I'm a huge nerd, it's not uncommon for me to take pictures of things like random signs on Disney property. And I was driving past Disney Springs one day, and I noticed that Disney is doing something really, really cool that no one is really talking about. Disney has a massive transportation network, and a lot of times we focus on the boats or the gondolas or the monorail, but not as many people talk about the less popular one. And that would be the Disney buses. Buses in general kind of get looked down upon, but the buses at Walt Disney World are the reason that thousands of guests every single day are able to get to and from their locations. And I know a lot of people have never taken a city bus, but I lived in Boston for 6 years. I took the bus every single day, and they actually are so important to transportation infrastructure. Anyway, so Disney is doing something incredibly cool on Buena Vista Street right by Disney Springs. And we do need to go briefly back in time just to talk about Buena Vista Street quickly, because a portion of this roadway was actually created before Magic Kingdom or almost anything else on Disney property. It was built for the Walt Disney World Preview Center. This basically was a place where guests could go and check out everything coming to Walt Disney World. And eventually, a portion of that roadway was used when they opened up the Walt Disney World Village, which became Downtown Disney eventually, and now is Disney Springs. But from the small Walt Disney World Village to the massive Disney Springs now, the need for this roadway has changed. If we look on historicalaerials.com in 1980, we can see that there's portions of the roadway, but not that main road. But in 1984, we can see that they added Buena Vista Street. Now anyway, how does this relate to something cool that Disney is doing? Well, I came across this plan, and if you look very closely, you can see that there are bus lanes in the center here. And you can see it even better here. So this concrete area with the red, this is exclusive for buses. And so what Disney is doing is they are creating an area that buses will have no traffic. They're not interacting with any passenger vehicles. And even cooler than that, when they get up to the signal, they actually get a form of transit priority. This is a technical term meaning that the bus is not going to wait a super long time. They're going to get a green light pretty quickly. And the reason that this is so cool that Disney is doing it is because this is happening in cities all across America. Some cities are in the infancy of creating any form of transit priority, and some are further along. But Disney has always been ahead of the transportation game, and the fact that they're doing things like this, prioritizing buses, prioritizing the mode of transportation that is more environmentally friendly, is so cool. And so that's your civil engineering fact of the day.